Well, lots of you guys asked for this video. Okay, fine, exactly one of you asked for this video, but I made it anyway.
It's the Ace of Vegas, the Ace of Vegas.
Hey guys, Ace of Vegas here, and we're going to Vegas.
Hey baby, let's go to Vegas. Here's a single life goodbye. Hey baby, let's go to Vegas. Bet on love and get it right.
Now hang on there, Faith. Where on the Strip do you propose we stay? We found the hotels that we never want to stay at last time. I think this time we'll take a look at the top 11 hotels to stay at. Why top 11? Because as you know, I like to go
even further beyond.
So get ready to book a stay at the best hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. Now, a few rules to remember about this list. Number 1, hotel complexes and hotels within hotels will be counted as the same hotel. That means Domino at Mandalay Bay, for example, will just be part of Mandalay Bay. The only exception to the rule is that City Center is, well, because City Center is complicated, it's just going to be broken down per hotel. Rule number 2, we're only looking at strip hotels and those in the immediate vicinity, so no downtown, Boulder Highway, or local casinos allowed. That list is for another day. And rule number 3, finally, the hotel has to be complete and open for business, meaning the Drew and Resorts World are off the table until next year when they're finished and we've had a chance to stay at them ourselves. So with those rules out of the way, let's pack our bags and take it to the skies. Here are the best hotels on the Vegas Strip. Number 11. Vdara Hotel Spa. So remember the first rule I outlined? Vdara was why I made it. The hotel is very distinct from its sister property, Aria, even though they're part of the same hotel complex. Vdara doesn't have a casino, so it's focused on being beautiful, artistic, and most importantly, relaxing. It's so high-end it has delivery R2-D2 robots. The location is outstanding, with the hotel placed within walking distance of the T-Mobile Arena, the Park MGM Theater, and other top hotels like Aria, Mirage, and Bellagio. If there's a dull spot on the hotel's exterior, it's gotta be the lack of casual dining options. It also doesn't have a casino on site, but it's literally right next door to Aria, so it's not a big deal. But during the week, the hotel averages less than $150 a night, so if you can afford to spend a little extra on a fancy meal or walk next door to the park for something a bit more quick casual, then it's worth it. Vdara massages its way into the number 11 spot. Number 10. Park MGM. Evidently, after its full refresh, Monte Carlo, now the Park MGM, has worked its way off the worst hotels list and made the best hotels. Yes, this was an honorable mention on our worst hotels on the Strip list. So yeah, but the people have spoken and it made our list. It actually seems worth it. The whole rebuild took about 2 years, and now that construction is over, the paint is dry and the theater is open, Park MGM is looking pretty nice. It's got a very clean, modern theme to it, a little bland to me because I like the cheesy 90s style kitsch. And that said, it's still very nice. The Nomad Hotel is the best part of the hotel, hands down. The rooms are comfortable and the lounges are quiet and relaxing. It's pretty close to the action and there's a fair amount of variety in the restaurants, ranging from high-end to sports bars. The only major downside of the hotel, aside from the boring theme, is probably the pool. Monte Carlo used to have an amazing pool area and it was destroyed and replaced with these really bland generic spots. Kinda like Signature's pool. It's not a bad pool, but it's disappointing compared to what it used to be. I suppose it's easier to clean or something, but god is it boring. Park MGM still manages to surface at the number 10 spot. Number 9. The MGM Grand. Now if you want to talk about a classic Vegas hotel that's gone through its paces, MGM Grand is one that's been pacing for years. The property is literally burned to the ground, then moved, and it's still one of the sharpest properties on the Strip. Grand is huge and has everything. Amazing pool? Check. Boutique hotel? Check. Nightclubs? Check. Dining options from super cheap to celebrity chef and beyond? Check. Subtle but cool hotel theme? Check. Gaming space? Galore. And the pool. Oh, the pool. Signature steps it up again by offering an off-strip location with easy full access to the main Grand Hotel and by extension the rest of the Strip. Amazing all-suite rooms and an even better price than the main hotel. The worst part of all of it is that the MGM is way south on the Strip, farther away than where a lot of the action is at the Cosmo, Harrah's, Mirage, and other centralized properties. It's alleviated a bit with the easy access to the Vegas monorail, but it's still a bit of a trek to other properties. The nice thing about the MGM Grand is that it has enough stuff to populate a small city, so you can stay on site for most of your vacation and still have a good time. A good enough time to be number 9 on our list. Number 8. Caesar's Palace. I gotta admit, I didn't expect to see such an old hotel on the list, but as Caesar's Live Like a Caesar campaign shows, it's still quite the hotel to visit. Dining options, high-end suites, a pool that you could probably live in, Caesar's is still the king. The hotel hosts Omnia nightclub, so it's pretty premier on the nightlife scene. It's centrally located and has easy access to the link promenades, so activities and shopping are plentiful. It's literally right next door to the Mirage, giving it one of the best locations on the Strip period, and even has the honor of being the site of the actual Hell's Kitchen in Vegas. The price is right, around $100 a night during the week for an amazing hotel. The only consistent complaint that I've seen is that the service has gone downhill, possibly for having to constantly maintain and refresh such a massive property. It can also get expensive on the weekends, though that's hardly unique for this property, and it's a problem everywhere you go on the Strip in Vegas. That being said, we crown Caesar's Palace at number 8. Number 7. The Bellagio Hotel and Casino. If there's one place or attraction that you must see in Vegas, no matter what, it's the fountains of Bellagio. The original best hotel in Vegas, Bellagio has plenty to offer. It's considered an all-suite hotel, so even the basic rooms are pretty nice. Plenty of attractions, lots of gaming, and an overall fancy ambiance. So why wouldn't Bellagio be higher on the list? Well, the value of the stay compared to the price doesn't match. Guests mention that the place hasn't aged well. It looks fancy, but like fancy was in the 90s. Pretty much anything that you get here, you can get at another hotel for the same price. But hey, you gotta pay for those fountains somehow. Alone, that qualifies it for the number 7 spot. Number 6. The Venetian and Palazzo. Walter Raleigh had it wrong. The City of Gold is truly in Las Vegas. The Venetian is everything a Venice-themed hotel should be. The pool is regal, the hotel is made of gold, and they have flippin' gondolas in the walkways, which are actually flooded. How cool is that? The Palazzo steps it up even further with these huge rooms, 720 square feet for the standard room. That's the size of a one-bedroom apartment in most cities. The bathrooms are gigantic, and they all boast tubs too. If anything, I think the biggest complaints are how expensive the place is. Even regular rooms run upwards of $300 or $400 during the week. And also, apparently the breakfast was a bit mediocre. Evidently, a few of those $300 a night suites didn't have a coffee maker. Aside from that, I'd gladly paddle down these canals to secure a number 6 spot. Number 5. Wynn and Encore. Bellagio was once considered the crown jewel of Steve Wynn's casino empire. Then he built the Wynn. The Wynn Encore Hotel Complex is one of the best hotels on the Strip easily. It's the pinnacle of modern luxury. The rooms are big, the complex is beautiful, and it's surrounded by amazing properties. The valet service is considered one of the best on the Strip, available 24 hours a day at no additional charge according to TripAdvisor guests. Also, the rooms can be purchased through their free casino game, Wynn Slots. It's not as classy as the Venetian, but in some ways the Venetian is just too classy for the average consumer. So Wynn and Encore Towers are the winner in this category. And if it wasn't for the high price, this would probably be the official best hotel on the Strip. But our viewers voted 4 more hotels above it, so old Steve Wynn will have to settle for number 5. Number 4. The Mirage Hotel and Casino. The Mirage is the smooth criminal of the Vegas Strip. I'd say Caesar's Palace revolutionized the casino resort when it was built, much like Thriller revolutionized music videos going forward. And, much like Smooth Criminal did, the Mirage perfected it. Another amazing Steve Wynn property, the Mirage has a little bit of something for everyone. A volcano, bars, clubs, lounges, restaurants for everyone, and even a small zoo and dolphin habitat on site. It's got some of the best pools for both kids and adults on site too. And I don't know why, but it really just smells good constantly. I don't know what it is, but the smell really just does it for a lot of visitors. It's actually the top favorite hotel of most MyVegas players, myself included. Its location is consistently stated to be perfect. The only real issue is that it's a hard 4-star hotel and it's surrounded by prettier properties. That end, all the rooms are kind of small too. The base room is about 300 square feet, so it's just a pretty fancy place for you to put your luggage and maybe sleep. Hopefully it's just you and a friend, otherwise you'll be having a rough time. Mirage blew the top off the Vegas scene and into the number 4 spot. Number 3. The Aria Hotel and Casino. Italy just seems to be the place to be if you want a resort experience in Las Vegas. First the Venetian, then the Bellagio, and now Aria. Aria, which is much more of a modern art-themed hotel, has a pretty light and clean theme that's reflected in its name. Aria translates to air, so in addition to being Avatar Aang's favorite hotel, this 5-star property does a lot of good things. It's right on top of Crystal Shops at City Center, so the location is great. Food is plentiful, nightlife is poppin', and the air in the casino is pretty clean. And best of all, the buffet actually rates. It also happens to be one of the best MyVegas rewards, so if you have any MyVegas slot rewards you want to use, this one might actually be the best to pick. If there are any downsides to it, it's that the pool is just okay. Elsewhere, you have a lot of value for the money. It takes everything that Bellagio does and just does it better. It's a crisp, fresh number 3 spot. Number 2. Mandalay Bay. Everything that Mirage does right, Mandalay takes and steps it up 2 notches. You want a nice basic room? Mandalay has it, but Mandalay made it bigger, like 200 square feet bigger. You want a nice tropical island theme? Boom. Mandalay steps that up too. You like tigers at Mirage? Mandalay has tiger sharks and Komodo dragons and sea turtles with its full-size aquarium on site. It's also home to the famous House of Blues nightclub, restaurant, and lounge, which boasts a good balance of mid to high-end dining, a classy lounge, and occasionally a weekend ultra club experience, so it's something for everyone. The property is beautiful and the staff is very friendly. Beds are comfortable and it's a tremendous value. You'll almost forget it's a mere 4-star property, even when comparing it to 5 stars like Bellagio. It even nails the pool area, boasting one of the best pools on the strip, right up there with MGM Grand, Caesars, and Mirage. Plenty of options for families and adult-only groups too, and the grounds are huge. If you really aren't impressed with what Mandalay Bay has to offer with rooms, take it up to the next level with their 5-star Domino Tower. And if that somehow doesn't do it for you, you have a 4 Seasons hotel on site, so there's the utmost comfort for anyone with any budget. If anything, Mandalay is let down by 2 factors. Number 1, its location is the furthest south on the strip, so doing anything off property is a slog. And number 2, its buffet is a step down from Aria's and doesn't include free unlimited beer and wine like Mirage, though personally I think the Bayside buffet is superior to Bellagio's anyway, and there's a ton of other eats within the hotel. What else can I say? Mandalay Bay surfs into the number 2 spot. Honorable mentions. Before we get into our number 1 hotel on the strip, here are just a few honorable mentions. The New York, New York. In my humble opinion, one of the best budget options on the strip. New York, New York does everything from shows to fancy on-site dining to an arcade and a huge casino arena, all for a reasonable price. It's attached to plenty of other MGM properties, and it's the gold standard for a 3-star hotel. Paris. A solid 4-star pick, Paris boasts value for money. It's very pretty, especially at night, and features a great location with lots of great shopping and dining options. The amenities could use some work, according to a number of reviews, so that keeps it out of the Elite 11. Waldorf Astoria. Looks like the name change of the city center resort kept it in people's good graces. Hilton spent their money well here. The pool is nice, the basic rooms are perfect, and it even includes a tea room in the lobby. The big problem seems to be the pricing. The cheapest you can ever get these hotel rooms at is at $200, and that's where they bottom out, not including the $30 a day for valet because there's no self-parking, and of course the resort fee and taxes. Also, there's no casino on site, which is apparently not Hilton's thing. And our number 1 best hotel on the Las Vegas Strip is the Cosmopolitan. If Chic had a picture in the dictionary, the Cosmo would be that picture. It's very modern, very fresh, very new, and caters to the discerning party crowd. The pool even has beach chairs in the pool, which is the only way to lounge at the pool in my opinion. The casino's color scheme is sharp, the atmosphere and the vibe are consistently positive. It does everything that the other top hotel resorts does, and it does it with style. I've only ever heard one legitimate complaint, and it's that the hotel is a bit smoky, which surprises me because it's a new property and would likely have some pretty good cigarette filtration systems on site, but it's been a year or 2 since I've been there, so I can't really say for sure either way. Either way, look no further, the Cosmopolitan Hotel is the best hotel on the Las Vegas Strip. Did you agree with our list? Leave your feedback in the comment section below, and next time, I think I might do my personal favorite hotels on the Strip, because, oh, if you don't have a personal favorite, what do you have really? Until then, Ace of Vegas is signing out, strong hands, and happy spinning, you guys.
Thank you.